Dear students, in the last class, I had given introduction to the lesson pair of linear equations in two variables. In that class, we had discussed one example problem and we represented that situation algebraically and graphically. Today let me discuss few more examples which are given in the text. Here is another example. Example 2. Romila went to a stationery shop and purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for rupees 9. Romila has purchased 2 pencils and 3 erasers for rupees 9. The total cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers is rupees 9. Her friend Sonali saw the new variety of pencils and erasers with Romila, and she also bought 4 pencils and 6 erasers of the same kind for rupees 18. So Sonali, the total cost of 4 pencils and 6 erasers for Sonali is rupees 18. Represent the situation algebraically and graphically. Dear students, so let us discuss this problem. Here, number of pencils and number of erasers are given and total cost is given. Total cost of 2 pencils and 3 erasers are given. The cost of pencil and cost of eraser is not given. So let us assume, let the cost of each pencil be rupees X and the cost of each eraser be rupees Y. So now you can calculate what is the cost of 2 pencils. If cost of 1 pencil is X, the cost of 2 pencils is 2X. The cost of 1 eraser is Y. The cost of 3 erasers is 3 into Y. You have to multiply. And the total cost is 9. Therefore, cost of 2 pencils plus cost of 3 erasers is equal to 9. How much she has given? Total 9. What is the cost of 2 pencils? 2X. Cost of 3 erasers is 3 into Y, 3Y. That is equal to 9. So one equation. We have obtained one equation. Another equation we can find out in the similar way. Sonali, how much she has purchased? She has purchased 4 pencils. Now we have to write cost of 4 pencils plus cost of 6 erasers is equal to how much she has given? 18 rupees 18. So cost of 4 pencils is, the cost of 1 pencil is X, cost of 4 pencils is 4X plus, what is the cost of 1 eraser? Y. What is the cost of 6 erasers? 6Y. Totally rupees 18. So we have obtained another equation. We have 2 equations. Now what we have to do is, we can represent this using a graph. Can represent graphically. Okay. So let me write the equations once again. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and another one is 4x plus 6y is equal to 18. Here 3y is equal to 9 minus 2x. Y is equal to 9 minus 2x by 3. So you have to find out 2 points, x and y. Here it is, y. So you have to choose the value which is convenient to calculate and which is convenient to draw the graph. Okay. When x equals 0. See, if x equals 0, what happens? 2 into 0, 0. 9 minus 0 is 9. 9 by 3 is 3. When x equals 0, y equals 9 minus 2 into 0 by 3. That is 9 minus 0 by 3. 9 by 3, that is equal to 3. When x equals 0, y equals 3. When x equals, for example, if we take 1, you will get 2 into 1, 2, 7, 9 minus 2 is 7, 7 by 3 you will get fraction. To make it a whole number, you have to make it, again x equals 2, what happens? Let me see, 2 2s are 4. What happens? 9 minus 4, 5, 5 by 3. So, if it is 3, what happens? When x equals 3, what happens? Y equals 9 minus, y equals 9 minus 2 into 3 by 3. That is 9 minus 6 by 3, 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. So 2 points are enough to draw a graph because we know x coordinate and y coordinate of 2 points. So 2 points are enough to draw a line. We know that the graph of a linear equation in 2 variables is a straight line. So how many points are enough to draw a straight line? 2 points are enough. And the coordinates, x coordinate and y coordinates of both the points are, we have find out both the coordinates of 2 points. Let us consider another equation. 6y is equal to 18 minus 4x. Y is equal to 18 minus 4x by 6. In the similar way, you find out the coordinates of 2 points. What happens when x equals 0? So 18 minus 0 is 18. 18 by 6 you will get 3. When x equals 0, y equals 18 minus, you have to substitute 0 here by 6. So 18 minus 0, that is 18 by 6 is equal to 3. 0, 3. When x equals, what happens if x equals 1? 4 into 1, 4. 18 minus 4, 14. 14 is not divisible by 6. You can take fraction also, no problem. But to make the process convenient and easier, we have to go for which one? Whole numbers. For example, if it is 2, it is, once again you will get fraction. If it is 3, what happens? 4 3s are 12. 18 minus 12, 6. 6 by 6, you will get 1. So y equals, when x equals 3, when x equals 3, y equals 18 minus 4 into 3 by 6. That is 18 minus 12 by 6. Y is equal to 6 by 6, that is equal to 1. When x equals 3, y equals 1. Now we can draw 2 straight lines. We have 2 straight lines. Now let me draw the graph. Let me locate the points to draw the graph. 0, 3. 0, 3, 1, 2, 3. 0, 3. These are the coordinates of this point. 3, 1. Now you can draw a line. Dear students, I am using pen here to make the graph visible. Don't use pencils while writing test, or don't use pens while drawing graph in tests and exams. Let me draw another graph. That is 0, 3, 3, 1. Same we are getting. Is it not? See, 0, 3, here also 0, 3, 3, 1, 3, 1. So what happens, if we draw another graph, it coincides with the earlier graph. That means each point is a solution for both the equations. But the answer, that solution here, dear students, see, we have drawn one graph, that is a straight line. Another, if we try to draw, it coincides with the earlier one. That means the same line represents two equations. In such a situation, each point on the graph is a solution for the pair of linear equations in two variables. Dear students, why the two lines coincides in this case? Because both the equations, observe the equation, they seems to be different, but they are one and same. They are equivalent. One can be derived from the other. If we multiply both LHS and RHS by 2, you will get 4x, 2 2s are 4x, 2 3s are 6y is equal to 9 2s are 18. Or if we divide both LHS and RHS by 2, you will get 4x by 2, 2x. Or 6xy by 2, 3y is equal to 18 by 2, that is equal to 9. So one equation can be derived from the other. Both equations are equivalent. Therefore, both we obtain coincident lines. Coincident lines. Two lines are lying on one above the another. Dear students, one more example. Two rails are represented by the equations x plus 2y minus 4 equals 0 and 2x plus 4y minus 12 equals 0. Represent this situation algebraically and graphically. See, what you have to do is already it is represented. Only thing is we have to draw the graph for this. So what you have to do is x plus 2y minus 4 is equal to 0. 2y is equal to 4 minus x. Y is equal to 4 minus x by 2. Another equation, 2x plus 4y minus 12 equals 0. 4y is equal to 12 minus 2x. Y is equal to 12 minus 2x by 4. So as usual, you have to find out 2 points. When x equals 0, in x equals 0, y equals 4 minus 0 by 2, that is 4 by 2, that is equal to 2. When x equals, let me take 2, 4 minus 2, y is equal to 4 minus 2 by 2, that is 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. When x equals 2, y is equal to 1. So another equation, x and y So when x equals 0, y equals 12 minus 2 into 0 by 4, that is 12 minus 0, that is 12 by 4, that is equal to 3. When x equals, how much I have to substitute for x? If it is 1, 12 minus 2 is 10, 10 by 4. If it is 3, 3 is 6, 12 minus 6, that is 6 by 4. If we substitute 4, what happens? 4 2s are 8. When x equals 4, what happens? Y 12 minus 2 into 4 by 4. 12 minus 8 by 4, that is 4 by 4, that is equal to 1. Now let me draw the graph for both the equations. So let me plot the points 0, 2, 0, 2, 2, 1. Now another one is, this graph is x plus 2y minus 4. This is x plus 2y minus 4. Now we have to draw 2x plus 4y minus 12. 0, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Sorry. See, these two are, let me draw another graph. Dear students, observe the two lines. They are parallel. So, such equations whose graphical representation is parallel lines, they do not have solution. Dear students, so only three possibilities are there. Dear students, when we represent the pair of linear equations in two variables graphically, three possibilities can happen. In the first session, we've obtained intersecting lines. In this session, we've obtained coincident lines and parallel lines. Let us sum up all the three possibilities once again. If the type of graph is intersecting lines, then we call such equations as consistent pair of linear equations in two variables, and such pair of linear equations have only one solution, unique solution. Second possibility is if they are parallel. The type of graph is parallel lines. Then the equations are called inconsistent pair of linear equations. Since they do not intersect, there will be no solution for such equations. No solution. And the third possibility is coincident lines. In such case, we call the equations as dependent pair of linear equations. Dependent pair of linear equations. And one more thing, dependent pair of linear equations is also consistent pair of linear equation. Consistent pair of linear equations. Since the lines lie one above the other, all the points are common. That means, and we know that each point is a solution. Therefore, since all the points are common for both the lines, there will be infinite solutions. So, dear students, we'll continue the same chapter with more problems in the next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.